Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? I'm just on my front porch. I haven't burned my incense in a while, so I'm gonna do that today. And I do want to get back into it. I just hadn't been. I hear, from what I hear, from Fuido needed help um, to get out of his deep meditation, but he's okay now. Um, so in remembrance to him, and because I want to do it and I like doing it, I'm going to do some incense. And since I'm doing it and I'm sitting on my front porch, I thought I would go live. So thanks for joining me if you did. And let me light this, because I do need your permission, right? LOL. Just kidding. So I heard it lit really well. So let me just wrap on the front porch. I enjoy the new song I wrote called Rain Check Suicide. I did a second take of it today because the moderator wanted me to do a more of a raw, more Black Boy Blues vibe of the song. So I kind of, made it kind of rough around the edges a little bit, because that's kind of our signature sound, I think. I like the take I did. I could have been more perfect. I could have had the lyrics down better, and but it's my own song, so eventually I'll actually learn my own lyrics. But I enjoyed writing the song and enjoyed playing it, and I've already starting another one. It's going to be called "I Want to Do Drugs." That's going to be the one I'm working on now. So let's burn this incense here. I want to correct something. I made a mistake on my last on my Hump Day Lesson Day video. I made a mistake theoretically, and I just wanted to clear that up. I mistakenly said that if you have a D minor pentatonic scale and a G minor pentatonic scale and an A minor pentatonic scale, that you have a C major scale. That's incorrect. You have an F major scale, because if it's D minor pentatonic and then G minor pentatonic and A minor pentatonic, then the center one, the one that's in the middle of those three is the D minor pentatonic, and the middle one is the Aeolian position. So that would mean that it's D Aeolian if you include the G minor pentatonic and the A minor pentatonic with it, and D Aeolian is F major, not C major. Even though C major has a D minor pentatonic in it, the C major scale has E minor pentatonic as well as the D minor pentatonic, not the G minor pentatonic, or not the G minor pentatonic. T E right. Adding the G minor pentatonic and not having an E minor pentatonic, and then also having an A minor pentatonic makes it F major. So sorry for that little brain fart there. But I learned from teaching too. I learned from making little mistakes like that. I learned, oh well, maybe I'm learning it myself with you guys sometimes. But that's cool too, what else I want to talk about? So I hear from sources that David Roth is going to get in touch with me again. He's deep in vacation in China, so he hasn't gotten hold of me for a while. That's cool. I look forward to him calling if he does, and I think I made progress, David. If you're there, I no longer talk about Kai. He's not relevant to me, and I show that by not bringing him up. But I'm only bringing him up now to say I don't bring him up, which paradoxically is bringing him up. But I'm just going to do it this once. I don't care if he doesn't have space in my head that much, if at all. Maybe not even at all. I just don't talk about him. I don't include him in my channel or any of that. And the other progress I've made also is I'm doing better with my haters. I don't let it get under my skin as much as it used to. And so I don't need Terrence Montgomery to hold my hand. In other words, I don't overreact or really get in too much trouble with reading the hate comments like I have in the past. And I'm always working on my guitar playing. I'm always, particularly, I'm becoming a better songwriter, I think. But that doesn't have to do with the David Roth gig. But I am becoming a better songwriter, I think. And I'm just, I'm psyched up for the gig too. If I go on tour, David, I'm ready for it. You have to get your head around something first, and my head's around being in a bus and going all over the place. I went back and forth between Colorado and California for several times when I was just a little kid. My dad was always here in Aspen, Colorado, but then here in Burbank, California, and back and forth and back and forth. And I got to be a good traveler. I never minded that. I never minded just looking out the window and seeing the scenes. And I just, I was a very good traveler. I could travel for hours and just you wouldn't even know I was in the car. So I get it. I can do it. I believe I can do it. Anything else I'm thinking of? I'm glad that it's spring. I'm glad that it's Aries. Aries is a fire sign, just like Sagittarius, and I'm a Sagittarius, so fire sign is more my energy than water sign, earth sign, or air sign. Anything else? Let me just brainstorm myself here. I mean, I enjoyed doing the finger picking when I did the Randy Rhoads tribute video. I actually think that's cool. I like finger picking. And plus, I think it might have helped my actual alternate picking on electric, just to take a step back and play acoustic and do the classical thing, or at least attempt it. LOL. I think it improves everything else too. I'm starting to be more relaxed when I play guitar, and maybe I'm getting more confident, and I think that's cool. But it's not without its humorous ups and downs, because honestly, you guys, sometimes it hits me in a way where I go, dude, maybe I can't play. Maybe I really do suck. Maybe I don't know anything about music. And those thoughts go through my head, but by accepting that I may not know anything and I may not be able to play anything, actually gets me out of my own way and lets the gremlin of creativity come to me more than me chasing it. And sometimes in the moments when I say that I can't play, I don't know anything, that's when I actually get, I didn't know that. There's a new thing I just thought of. It actually helps my process sometimes to get myself out of the way and just act like I just don't know what a guitar is. That actually helps me, and sometimes it actually helps my whatever guitar ability I do have, or whatever knowledge of music I do have. Sometimes it gets, if you just say screw it, I don't care, or maybe I don't know anything, it actually can make you think of new things, which is kind of funny, but but I'll say it right now. Maybe I had the thought today. I don't know anything about music. Maybe I suck. Maybe I can't play anything. But realizing that even if that's true, I could live with that. It wouldn't be the end of my world, and plus it gets my ego out of the equation. It can be good for my creativity to have thoughts like that. Just to say I don't know anything, but let me just try this, or maybe it inspires me to. I don't know. I think it relaxes me to not have my ego in the way. I think it makes me maybe more groovy, because when you're relaxed, you can breathe more naturally, and you might be able to flow with your life and with your day and with your walk and with your playing better. I don't know. So I love this incense. Thank you for the idea, Foom, if you're there. I hear from the moderator that my conversations with David Lee Roth and everything like that are recorded and put on other channels, where I get mocked for talking, for what I say to them, or for maybe even for whatever I'm being mocked for. But I want the mockers to know that if I answer the calls that are coming my way again, I know you're doing this, and I'm just going with it. Make fun of me, sure. It's not like I really am butthurt about it. It's not like I really don't know that you're doing it. I just accept it, and if I want to talk to David and anybody, I will, regardless of whether you record it or post it or not. And if you do, that's fine. Have your kicks. If you make fun of me, that's fine. But maybe know that I'm doing that willingly. That you're not. It's not. I'm allowing you to make fun of me, rather than being forced to or not knowing anything about it. So it's okay. Even making fun of somebody provides that person entertainment. If I'm an entertainer, I try to. I don't want to just entertain in one way. Maybe I entertain by having haters laugh at me. Maybe that's one way I entertain people. Maybe that's okay. Foom said that himself. Foom Freefiddle said to me once. He said, "Jimmy, you entertain people even if they hate you." So I'm good. It's okay. Just a thought. I accept it. I'll let you guys. I won't recoil and back off and just say, well, then I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and do me. And if I get made fun of for it, well, so be it. It's not a perfect world. And if I'm entertaining people by letting them make fun of me, that's still entertainment. I deleted a video about that I made about spring and about I delete videos. First of all, I'm allowed to because I make them, so they're mine to delete if I want to. But I deleted that because it wasn't getting very many views, and I thought, well, it's not keeping up. It's not chewing the leather, so I deleted it for that reason. It's not like that's why I deleted it, and I can delete it because it's my channel and I made the video. So if you don't want me to delete something as a group, if you don't want me to delete something, then just watch it enough that it keeps up with everything else, and I won't have, it has a better chance of not getting deleted. That's why I deleted that. So anyway. Oh yes, and I got so many things I'm supposed to do for people, and I want to say that I don't mean to not do it, but I want to honor some of it right now. I'm supposed to do the solo to No More Tears by Ozzy Osbourne with Zakk Wylde on guitar. I'm supposed to do I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston, and that's for Candy Swan. And love you, Candy, if you're there. And I'll get hate for what I just said. I'm sure someone's gonna say, "Hey, he loves everybody." Well, whatever. I do love you, Candy. And I will get to these things if I can. I'm just very busy. I don't have don't have infinite time. So, but know that I'm thinking of it. Know that I'm working on it. I know I have to do the Zakk solo, and I did buy the Whitney Houston about the soundtrack to The Bodyguard. So I do have the Whitney Houston song on CD. I just have to have time to do it. I don't mean not to. So give me time. Just know that I'm working on it. Know that I have good intentions about it. I don't mean to blow it off. In fact, I think I might be challenged by the Whitney. I mean, to sing. Maybe it'll help my singing, skills. And I love Ozzy. I mean, that'll be fun too. I just don't always have it. I just don't have infinite time to do things. Oh, and I want to say another thing. I want to thank once again, like I thank a lot. I say this, but thank you to my fans for loving me and for giving me the sign and honking at me and talking with me and all that. I really appreciate it. You guys are my family. My story is that I never met a blood relative, but you guys are as close as anyone to being family. So I call you, if I have family, it's you guys, my fans. So thank you so much for the love. Anything else? want to show the book I'm reading. The calculus book was very simple. Once I got past the first few pages and I realized quickly I know it. I know all this already. So I stopped reading the calculus book. It got me thinking, and it got me some ideas to start, but I didn't need to go through the whole thing. It was not advanced enough for what I need to be studying. I'm studying the quadrivium. It's the four liberal arts, which is arithmetic, which is number, geometry, which is number applied to space, musicology, which is number applied to time, and then cosmology, which is number applied to space and time. So those are the four liberal arts: arithmetic, geometry, music, and cosmology. And I'm reading. When I get through that book, the Quadrivium, I have a friend. She's the same person that her name is Hillary. I'll say that. I don't. She's very private, and she comes from wealth. In fact, our paths might have already crossed in other times and places in my life. But I'll just say her first name, Hillary. She's also the same person that suggested Button Up Mondays. She was responsible for that idea, and I just went with it because I respected her and I thought I'd give it a try. So thank you, Hillary, for thinking of Button Up Mondays. Hillary thought of that, and Hillary wants to borrow this book. I'm supposed to loan this to Hillary, the Quadrivium book, when I finish it. So I'm about halfway through it, so I have to finish it so I can loan it to to Hillary. It's hard to get a hold of that book, and who wants to have to go get it and hunt it down? So I told her when I finish, I'll loan it to her. So it's coming as soon as I finish. I'm right about at the music part. I've done the arithmetic part, the geometry part, and now I'm starting the music part. And then after the music part and the cosmology part, I'll be done with the quadrivium. Quad means four. Trivium means trivial. I don't know, but the trivium is the first three arts, which is rhetoric, which is beauty, like beauty with words, logic, which is truth because it's logic, and grammar, which is goodness because it's correctness. Grammar is either correct or it's not. So you have grammar. The trivium is grammar, rhetoric, and logic. And then the quadrivium is arithmetic, geometry, and music, and cosmology. So there's 7 general studies in academia. Those are the seven of them. The first 3 are more like writing and English and language. The second 4 are mainly numbers and logic and math type stuff. So I'm an avid reader. If I don't read once in a while, my brain starts to eat itself up. I need material to think about. Since I stopped reading the calculus book, I need to get into the trivium book a little bit so I can have some thoughts to chew on. So I'm glad I corrected that mistake about a D minor pentatonic and a G minor pentatonic and an A minor pentatonic make a major scale, but it's not C major, it's F major. But other than that, everything else I said in that was verifiable and correct. Except maybe if I said I'm good, and then that might be not verifiable or not correct. LOL. JK. Just kidding. Anything else? What's going on with me? I might be getting paid by YouTube next month. Since my last payment, I've made $58. So I have to make $42 in 31 days, and if I do that, I should get paid next month, which is April. Unless YouTube gets behind and doesn't pay me till May. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes, because I was qualified to get paid a month early on this last payment, but it didn't process in time. So yeah, I make just under maybe $100 a month on YouTube, and it's not. And I don't get any good gifts. It's all watch, ads and stuff. So, it's cool. I'm not. The money's speeding up though. I'm getting more. I'm getting it faster as I go. The money speeds up. It updates several times a day, and each time it updates, it's usually by at least $1 or something. So I make a few bucks a day on YouTube. I want to do a shout out to some my girls, which is Sarah. I love you, Sarah Faith. I love you, Amy. I love you. And I love you, Ellie. Ellie, she goes by Ellie Hammer. I love you, Ellie. And Candy Swan. I love you too. It'd be good to if I run into you. It'd be nice to see you play acoustic and everything. And I want to say I love you to a girl named Nicole. Yeah, I love you, Nicole. I ran into Nicole a couple months ago, and I gave her my number, and then she never called me back. So, but I love you, Nicole. Anything else? And the moderator is still working on perfecting the Radarator. He's working on new pedals and new sounds to get. We're also going to record. Hopefully, he's going to come over tomorrow to record. I'm just bursting at the seams with stuff to record. I mean, I literally have like 40 songs that we haven't even touched on. I'm even writing them as we speak. Because I just wrote Rain Check Suicide, and so we got lots of material to work on recording. And in retrospect, when I listen back to our official videos, the ones that Moderator produced and videos, I actually like it better now than I did when we first made them. I saw a lot of flaws the first time. They were fresh in my mind, but when I come back later and watch it, I really like Black White Blues and Wild and I like On the Crime, and I like War. I don't like War itself, but I like the song War. I like our old material. I like Kissing Death. I like Crash and Burn. I like Utuku. It's a song I did for one of Matt's projects, and I did guitar for it, and that actually came out pretty good. Is there another one? The Black White Blues, Wild. Did I do? What others did we do? I'm the Crime. Kissing Death. I love Kissing Death. I do like that video. Crash and Burn. I'm missing one. Black White Blues and War. Yeah. And now we've recorded most of what we need for etheric trimmers, and most of what we need for bourgeoisie. But we're going to record some more tomorrow if the matter comes over. And now we've got the new song, Rain Check Suicide, to also record. I enjoy recording music. It makes me. Sometimes I feel like I express myself in ways when I play music that I don't express myself other times, and it's cool to have that expression. It's cool when I'm expressing myself through music, not just by everything else I do. So, anything else? I don't want to forget anyone or anything. Don't want to forget anything else. I have another comment. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.